Nadal's forehand stroke is similar to the baseball pitching motion. The acceleration phase of the pitching is marked by rapid shoulder internal rotation, shoulder horizontal adduction, and wrist flexion. This combination results in sudden change of direction of hand, and the rapid acceleration of hand occurs. Maximum velocity of the shoulder internal rotation of the pitching is up to 7,700 degrees per second. Nadal's swing motion around the ball impact is similar to the acceleration pace of the pitching. He shows rapid shoulder internal rotation during around the ball impact. This rapid shoulder internal rotation causes rapid acceleration of the racket head at the point of the ball impact. Let's look at the shoulder external rotation and shoulder internal rotation here. However, almost all pro players except Federer, Djokovic, Nadal, and Murray have the motion similar to the batting motion. They show long phase of shoulder horizontal adduction, slow shoulder internal rotation, and wrist snap. This movement results in relatively slow acceleration of racket head at the point of ball impact. Let's take Tsitsipas' motion as an example. Tsitsipas' swing motion looks different from the pitching motion. He has no shoulder horizontal abduction during hip turn, while pitcher shows extreme shoulder horizontal abduction and shoulder external rotation. In contrast to Tsitsipas, Nadal shows noticeable shoulder horizontal abduction during hip turn. Nadal maintains arm line behind or on the shoulder to shoulder line until a little bit before the ball impact. Nadal maintains long phase of shoulder horizontal abduction and shoulder external rotation during the forward swing. In this phase, Nadal's arm is passively following the movement of the body rotation. Let's compare the swings of both players. We can find out that Nadal's arm is thrown by using his body rotation, but Tsitsipas threw the racket by using his hand. Tsitsipas' swing is similar to the baseball batting. Both players move their right arm to the front of shoulder-to-shoulder line with a narrowing of right armpit just before the start of intense hip turn. This movement is the key to perform batting, golf swing, and traditional tennis swing as powerfully as possible. In this like swing, weight transfer and wrist snap are important for the racket head acceleration. In this like traditional tennis swing, shoulder internal rotation is so slow and is meaningless for racket head acceleration. However, in the Nadal, Federer, and Djokovic point strokes, shoulder internal rotation speed is the key for the racket head acceleration. Rapid shoulder internal rotation only occurs when the arm is thrown by using whole body rotation. Tsitsipas shows long page of shoulder internal rotation and shoulder horizontal adduction. The change of direction of racket head occurs slowly. Let's look at Sharapova's swing. Sharapova moves her elbow to the front of shoulder to shoulder line just before the start of intensive turn, and then shoulder internal rotation happens slowly. Wrist snap is clearly visible in this scene. Sharapova shows traditional forehand stroke. Here she throws the racket by using her dominant hand. Sharapova's swing is traditional hitting point stroke. In her swing, shoulder horizontal adduction and wrist snap are the main movement. Sharapova's swing has a slow acceleration at the ball contact point, and so she depends more on physical strength. This like swing is easy to get tired and injured. Wozniak also moves her elbow to the front of shoulder-to-shoulder line just before the start of hip turn. Her swing also has slow shoulder internal rotation speed. Calvert don't even have shoulder internal rotation. Her swing has just shoulder horizontal adduction. Serena also moves her elbow to the front of shoulder-to-shoulder line just before the start of hip turn. If you want to achieve Nadal, Federer and Djokovic point stroke, I recommend you to practice Chinook pose. Chinook pose allows you to keep shoulder horizontal abduction and shoulder external rotation as long as possible. When this happens, you can have rapid shoulder internal rotation speed.